Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Imagine a young man standing at Crossroads, confused about which way he wants to go. If he steps to the right, there is a hope, but if he steps to the left, there is a cliff. And that young man is a reflection of Sukabumi today. Honorable judges and audience, our purpose in this meeting is not also to speak, but also to think and reflect about the future of our beloved regions, Sukabumi. As we know, time goes on. Morning will become afternoon, and afternoon will become evening. Those who live today may not be able to see what will happen at the future. Everything will be replaced. Like what prophets say, after darkness comes the light. This tells us that after this, there must be a better persons to take over this Sukabumi. But the question is, who are they? Can they be trusted to take over the government roles? Alright, we are taking any longer. Let's discuss it. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Dara Putranugraha. I'm here as representative of Al-Basam Islamic Boarding School. Today I would like to share to you all my opinion that's shaped by speech on the title, Sukabumi at the Crossroads, empowering youth to break the cycle of stagnation. Ladies and gentlemen, Sukabumi today standing at the crossroads. Why is that? On the one hand, we have a huge potential, such as rich and fertile land, an incredible human research, and a strong local culture. But however, on the other hand, we are faced with complex and pressing problems, such as decreasing land, poor infrastructure development, and high jobless people rates. And of course, something urgent issues that's relating to economy. There is a simple question, but hard to answer. Who will solve that all? Who will solve it all? That's the question. Should we depend only to government, but don't they also have limitation? Should we depend to our parents, but won't their time pass? Or should we wait for someone or strangers come? But doesn't the city, doesn't Sukabumi belongs to us? Then who should stand? Who shall stand on the middle of this confusion? Or shall we wait for a miracle to be happen? Of course, no. The answer is something that most of us already know. But even though we often ignore it, the answer is someone who still have a powerful of energy today. The someone who always enthusiastic and tireless, that their mind are still clear and fresh, that their boldness often seen as reckless. Yes, this answer is a youth people of Sukabumi. They are the ones who must be the voice when Sukabumi is silent. But what if they still remain silent too? Or speak for something that's useless? And they are the ones who must be the hands when Sukabumi needs to work. But what if those hands are used for something like scrolling social media? They are the ones who must be the feet when Sukabumi needs to take steps. But what if those feet just walk aimlessly and have no purpose? Ladies and gentlemen, Sukabumi not waiting for a time because the time are never waiting for us. Sukabumi is not waiting for leaders, become the leaders born from them. Sukabumi just only waiting for one thing. What is that? What is that? A courage. And that courage shall come from the young people. If they are brave, Sukabumi will rise. But if they are afraid, Sukabumi will be gradually decline. Ladies and gentlemen, Sukabumi cannot wait any longer. If you're not taking action today, tomorrow, we will be able to see Sukabumi, which is lost, its identity. Its youth are jobless, its land are gone, and its natural ecosystem is destroyed. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, a crossroads is not a place to stop. A crossroads is a place to choose. Which one do you want to go? Which way do you want to go? And the young people of Sukabumi was being challenged. Will you only be a spectator, or will you join the agents of transformation? Bung Karno once said, "Give me 10 young people and I will shake the world." Imagine, if all young people of Sukabumi, not 10, not 100, but 1,000 souls that brave to dream, that brave to taking action, Sukabumi will not only rise, but Sukabumi will beacon for other place. Ladies and gentlemen, let us replace our doubt with bravery. Let us replace our doubt with bravery, because for the future of Sukabumi was not dictated by someone from outside, but by us, that choosing for taking action starting from today. Maybe that's all for my speech. I would like to grateful for your kindly attention, and I beg your pardon for any mistake or any wrong words. I now take my leave. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Berapa menit dan?